Grace, and I go to Oakland University. Now, what if I told you there were a disease in the world that has become an epidemic, one that has reached most of our population, a disease that can lead to addiction, stress, and much more? What if I told you that disease is social media? We live in a world of ever-changing technology where products are being upgraded every year and everybody wants the newest thing on the market. It's hard to resist. Without technology and social media, we feel disconnected to the world around us. Personally, I've been focusing on trying to reduce my use of social media because while I know there are advantages, I also know that there are disadvantages. So I've done some research on what experts have to say so I can get a better understanding of how social media affects our health. Anything that takes up a large amount of time is going to affect our health in some way. So the question is whether social media is a good thing for us or a bad thing. The simple answer is that it can be both. Fortunately, there are ways to reduce the negative effects while maximizing the benefits. So today I want to discuss the advantages of social media, the disadvantages, and how to start preventing an excessive use of it. To begin, when it's used efficiently, social media can be a great benefit for those who control their use of it. According to an article from War Media, social media creates connectivity. People from anywhere can connect really with anyone, no matter the distance. Whether it's friends, family, or a partner, distance is really no issue because you can send anything throughout the world. Social media can also positively affect your education. Before the internet and phones were created, finding information took a lot longer and it was a lot harder. But now, students and teachers are benefiting from it. They can easily find resources from experts and professionals via social media. A third advantage of social media, along with many others, is the promotion aspect of it. Whether you are a small, new business or you are the largest company out there, you can promote yourself to the largest audience. The whole world is open for you for whatever you have to promote. So after looking at the advantages of social media, we can now look at the disadvantages. It may seem surprising that it can even affect your health at all, but after being conscious of how much we are scrolling through these apps, it starts to make sense. One of the biggest disadvantages is the cyberbullying that takes place. According to bullyingstatistics.org, 1 in 3 young people have experienced cyber threats online. And it's very easy nowadays for anyone to create a fake account, so bullies can access the internet. Also, hacking is a severe thing that occurs daily in technology and social media. Personal data and privacy can be leaked out, which can severely impact your social life, your personal life, your family life, and your work life. One last disadvantage, among many others, is that social media can lead to addiction. If it's not yourself, I'm sure that you know at least one person who is very dependent on their phone. And these addictions can lead to other things as well, such as issues with your self-esteem, causing a disconnection with the real world, and creating unnatural standards for people to try to live up to. Now that we know the pros and cons of both sides, we can discuss how to not be so dependent on our phone use. A recent study has revealed that the average person spends 90 minutes per day on their phone. While that may not seem like a lot, that amounts up to 23 days per year, almost 4 years of your life in total. There are tricks that you can use to try to reduce those statistics though. So the first thing that you can try to do is keep yourself on a schedule. There are new things out there where you can create time limits for certain apps to allow you to only be on that app for a certain amount of time. So this just really helps you be aware of how much you use those apps and trying to reduce it. Next, you can try turning off as many post notifications as possible. You don't need to be distracted every 5 minutes with every like that you get on Instagram. Without seeing those things, you'll be less likely to pick up the phone and start scrolling. And one last trick is to hide your favorite apps into a folder that you don't typically go in often. I'm sure you've heard of the saying, out of sight, out of mind, and that really works in this instance. When it's right there in front of you, it's easy to mindlessly scroll, but if you have to go through more of a hunt for it, you'll be less likely to pick up the app. With all being said, hopefully now you will use social media in order to benefit you and not harm you. We have learned that there are some benefits to having technology, such as connectivity, education, and promotion. However, there are disadvantages to it, such as cyberbullying, hacking, and addiction. If you feel like you may be on the verge of being too dependent on your phone, you can try some of the tips that we discussed earlier to help reduce your phone usage. Remember that anything you do in large quantities is going to affect your health in some way. So the next time you go to pick up your phone mindlessly and just start scrolling, put it down and just try not to become another person a part of that disappointing statistic. Thank you and have a nice day.